Hi, Dominic Nicoli here. Thanks for visiting our latest edition of our blog on our website. And I'm going to talk today about a topic a little different than what we usually do. We usually talk about, current trends in real estate and that kind of thing. But I want to actually share with you an experience that we recently had in the last week or two on one of our properties. And specifically, I want to tell you what we're doing in this market to make sure that our property sells and gets all the attention versus our competition. So most people would have the opinion right now that the market is not great. That it's not where it was a few years ago, that prices are down. It just seems like the more people I talk to, that's sort of the opinion of real estate. And the truth is, the market's actually reasonably healthy. We had 1,500 sales, over 1,500 sales in the county last month. We have low interest rates. There are a lot of companies doing very well around Silicon Valley. And the truth is, the market is, not as crazy as it was a few years ago, but it is definitely in a healthier place than it's been in the last 2 or 3 years. The property we're talking about is was a past client of ours who had a property that they had inherited. It was in pretty rundown condition, and we really wanted to go in and look at it and say, how do we make this property stand out versus the competition? So we went into this particular property. Now, the first and most important thing that I always tell you is to make sure you have a competitive price. And I know what you're probably thinking is, yeah, well, if you price anything low enough, sure, you're going to get lots of activity on it. The key with it is to price it so versus the competition we're a good value, because we'd all agree that buyers in today's market want value. We know that. So we went into this particular property. We picked what we thought was a competitive price. It was just under $1 million. And we went into the property. We spent some money on it. Okay, we spent money. We took out carpets. We cleaned. We didn't refinish, but we just polished the hardwood floors that were existing. We replaced some floors, some old linoleum floors. We got the property cleaned. We did some light landscaping. We had it inspected. We had everything done, and then we brought in some staging, and we had the property, not fully furnished, but we had some accents put in, and we had a couple of problem areas that we had addressed that really made the property show a lot better once we had the staging pieces put in. And I want to tell you what happened on this property. Now, in a market that most people would consider not that great, not what we were like in the past, we ended up with, when we aggressively marketed the property, I want you to take a look at this. This stack is 14 offers we had on this property. And what happens, in many cases, when we're able to make our property not only the best value, but to make it show well, price it well, market it aggressively, when we're able to get multiple offers like this, what ends up happening is you end up with a lot of offers that are right in the same price range, and typically one or two that will just knock it out of the park. And what we're trying to do is create emotion, create frenzy, and try to get one of these two offers to stand out. Well, let me tell you about the offer that we accepted. The offer we accepted was over $150,000 over the asking price. It was also about $70,000 higher than the next closest offer. I mean, pretty amazing when you think about it. One particular person, because of all this activity, decided to blow everybody else out by over $70,000. Now, that's $70,000 we probably would never have gotten our clients had we priced this property differently. So we spent probably $10,000 to $15,000 on the property. We ended up putting an extra, in this case, $70,000 in the seller's pocket. A pretty darn good investment. And not only that, we got an as-is offer, no contingencies, close in 21 days. So it's amazing when you can put the power of beating your competition with aggressive marketing and a good property together, the results that we're able to get. So if you would like us to share with you how we've done this specifically and how it could apply to your property, please contact me anytime, 650-947-4787, and we'll look forward to getting you the same great results we got our last client. Thanks so much.